Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from. And real quick before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' constant generosity and your support to me as always. It really means a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. If you guys are actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember, that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help. So thank you guys so much. And for today's video, if you guys remember, we had the whole fiasco with the Chinese version of Nikke when it came out. Remember, they got a lot of quality of life improvements. And then following that, there was a lot of backlash or shift up in regards to the global, because we did not get that quality of life. Remember, their excuse for that was that they expected it to be two different versions and that they would somehow both enrich each other, and that just became a meme at this point, especially with Kim making fun of global, you know, with the whole China fiasco. But it turns out that, you know, with all of the revenue numbers, I don't think they're making as much as they hoped for from China, and now it seems like they're kind of backpedaling and we are getting the global quality of life. And I'm saying backpedaling because as much as I'm happy that we are getting this, remember that this wasn't their first answer when it came out to the Chinese quality of life. Now we are getting the global because of all the constant complaints and obviously them not getting that much money from China. So I'm really happy about it, but I just want to be clear that this was not their original plan. That being said, let's talk about these because these are probably some of the best dev notes I've seen in a long time. Let me scoot on over and let's put it on screen right here. And as always, we are at the patch notes, July 2025 developers notes. Dear Commanders, the Director of Goddess of Victory Nikke here. In the process of developing and running the game, there were some particularly unforgettable highlights for me. Among them, the days when the Overzone and Red Ash events were unveiled. The thrilling moments of monitoring your reactions were some of the most exciting times of my life. This June, I experienced some more memorable moments in my life. An MOB game with Shifty and Nikke's on the scoreboard, with the Padres game, and the Stellar Blade collaboration that finally came into life after months of passion and hard work. Seeing your love for these contents and the different feedback in the community, I feel utterly relieved. I wish to take this chance to express my sincerest gratitude. As many as you hoped for, the Stellar Blade collaboration will be added as a permanent inclusion to the archives in the future, so that even commanders who were not able to play the event the first time can experience it. This is actually a huge W because 1, this was probably the best collab we've had so far. It was voiced in everything. 2, this is also their IP, they don't have to worry about paying licensing. And 3, this actually had lore that was canon to Nikke involving the collab as well. So this is important that they also have it, so that's pretty cool. Of course, not all feedback during the collab was positive. Due to character skill issues, the solo raid was postponed twice, which is why Shifty's on strike, causing inconvenience to our dear commanders, and we apologize for this. What makes Nikke's battle system unique is its integration of both 2D and 3D, and it could cause problems. Completely eliminating bugs is extremely difficult from a practical standpoint, but we want to strengthen our overall QA system to minimize this, so that's good. At least they're aware and they're making sure to improve in the future. But we also have some gameplay updates. In August, we will be launching the Solo Raid Hall of Fame, formerly named as Museum. The Museum is an archive gameplay where players can re-experience battles against past Solo Raid bosses. Past Solo Raid stages are expected to be gradually added to the Museum with these 2 gameplay modes. The first one being Challenge Mode. This mode recreates the challenge mode of past Solo Raid seasons, allowing you to challenge the record of any player from that season. By completing this mode, you can earn replicas of avatar frames from past Solo Raid seasons. I wonder how that's going to differ when they are replicas. That's going to be interesting. No Limit Mode. This mode is unlocked once you break the record of top 1 player of the original season's challenge mode. The stage level will progress according to the damage dealt. Your total stage level across 5 battles will be recorded in the ARC leaderboard, where you can get a small reward. We hope this becomes a fun daily activity for commanders who enjoy boss battles. Then we have this little sneak peek right here too. Based on the roadmap we shared earlier this year, campaigns chapters 39 to 40 were originally scheduled to be released in July, which is true, that's what we were expecting to be in the stream, but it has been rescheduled to early August due to the preparation for the Stellar Blade collab. We will also finalize the update schedule for the surface content and inform you as soon as possible. And they're also getting feedback from Coordinated Operation 2.0 and 2025 H2 convenience features updates. Starting in July, we will be introducing some convenience features related to Anomaly Interception. We understand that until now, players have found it unclear which bosses to target in Anomaly Interception, We may notice that many of you are only fighting certain bosses, yet pretty much cracking because of the rocks. In the future, we plan to introduce a convenient feature that allows you to view the ownership status of manufacturer equipment that can be obtained from Anomaly Interception. If the possible reward stages of a stage include manufacturer equipment that you don't own yet, it will be highlighted to help you identify which boss stage to play to obtain it. This feature isn't just for displaying information, it's an improvement over the previous structure. That's actually good, because I don't really want to go through my materials and my equipment to try to find the one piece that I'm missing, because it becomes just such a headache. As for August though, there is no notable convenience features updates planned, so because of everything that actually happened with the Stellar Blade collab, we aren't going to be getting much in terms of August, but we are getting chapters 39 and 40 in the museum. Now, even though that is just for August, September is the heavy hitters right here, okay? The upcoming improvements in September are as follows. Tribe Tower Auto Challenge. We're going to be able to automatically move on to the next stage and farm this automatically. You don't have to click a thing. This is huge. This is also from China. This was big. I know for many players, including myself, I am kind of behind on Tribe Tower because I really don't want to do it because it takes forever and it's automatic. So the fact that I can just auto this, leave my computer real quick, this is huge. So I can't wait for that. They are also improving Simulation Room by easing the requirements needed for buff chain levels. So for level 2, you needed 3 buffs of the same chain type. Now it's only 2, 3 plus 3, now it's only 3, 6 buffs, now it's only 4 buffs, and then 8 buffs, it's only 6 buffs. This is pretty good, and it's going to be making it easier for a lot of commanders, especially if you are dealing with the deficit. This should help as well, so that's pretty cool. And then also, we are getting some combat power UI and buff statuses that were also in the Chinese version that just made it a bit more clear. That was cool, so that's awesome that we're getting that. And now with this, they are updating the Syncro devices. There are also many improvements in store for the Syncro device. Increase of basic Syncro device slots from 5 to 25, removal of the cooldown so you don't even have to worry about it, new automatic Nikke placement feature, availability of batch upgrade when lower than 200, which is what you can use to just kind of upgrade all of them easily without them even having to be in the Syncro at 200. So this is huge for early game players. And then automatic use of consumables and free Nikke level reset. You don't have to pay 10 gems to reset your Nikke. It's going to be free now. Now, don't expect to get your gems back because it's not even mentioned here, so I'm not even going to think about it. They're also going to have a weapon tutorial improvement to show descriptions of various weapon types and introductory videos to help gain a more detailed understanding of the Nikke's traits for players, rather than allowing simple stat comparisons. So that's cool. And then new type mold. Okay, watch this. A new kind of mold that can be obtained from Tribe Tower will be released. Type mold guarantees recruitment of SSR Nikkes. We plan to distribute it as an additional reward while retaining the current Tribe Tower rewards. As Nikke has been running for quite some time now, we are currently discussing how to distribute rewards for cleared Tribe Tower stages and have yet to reach a conclusion. However, the overall reward amount will be increased to ensure that there are no shortages. Now, this makes sense right now that they are kind of trying to figure out what they can do with these molds, because as someone who's getting close to 600 in Tribe Tower, I want to know how are those rewards going to come back to me that's fair, compared to everyone else, because I've been doing this for a while. So how much am I going to get? And I think that's what they're trying to figure out. So hopefully they don't fuck that up, but I'm really glad that we are getting this in September. That's cool. And then we also have some other quality of life to be expected within the year. So not September, but within the year. Consumable lock feature. This feature allows you to lock individual consumable items. Now this is really hyper specific, but for people who like to hang on to a lot of stuff, they don't want to accidentally use it. Kind of like those collab special gift boxes where if you open them, you get a bond item and they're worthless. I'd rather keep them. This is for that, so that's pretty cool. Mark your favorite Nikkes in the top so you can actually, set them as priority for development, which is cool. New story difficulty in campaign. This is a difficulty option designed for players who want to enjoy the story in a more relaxed battle environment. That's actually pretty cool, especially because this kind of prevents the need to try to push the deficit. You want to experience the story, so I can't wait for that. And because of how complex the story can get for Nikke, especially with all of the events and stuff, there is going to be a story order guide to try to show you, for the event stories and the side stories, the order to play them in, so it makes sense. So I can't wait to see that as well. I wonder how they're going to do this, but I'm excited for this because limit break and core enhancement batch features. This feature will simplify limit break and core enhancements by reducing repetitive actions and allowing batch application. So rather than clicking, core 7, how many damn times you need because you have so many dupes, you can probably just do it in one go and just hit max, which is awesome. Can't wait for that. Nikke expression list, an individual UI will be added to the Nikke details menu, allowing players to view the different expressions of the character. I actually think that's awesome because the characters are really overly expressive and they always showcase that, but I really want to see all of them as well, so that's pretty cool. I know Crust would have a lot. I've only included some of the major improvements today, where this developer notes will be way too long. Various feature improvements and quality enhancements are underway. I will share to you in the future. In the coming days, we will continue to do our best in both operations and development, so that Goddess Victory Nikke remains a game you can love for a long time. And then also, here's some awesome stuff about summer. We are preparing a special summer story that unfolds aboard the luxurious cruise ship, Utopia, filled with unexpected events and hidden secrets. And as a heads up, separate from the summer event rerun recruitments, special rerun recruitments for limited characters introduced a long time ago, and Miracle Fairy, Rupee Winter Shopper, May Bay Goddess, Neon Blue Ocean, Sparkling Summer Anise, and Helm Aquamarine is coming in September. So with this rerun for summer, expect to see Summer Sakura and Summer Rosanna. These will be added in September. So if you are looking for these reruns, expect that to happen in September, but this is everything that's going on right now. This is actually huge. I am really excited to see how this all goes. I'm really excited for the quality of life, but I also wanted to make sure I let you guys know that, you know, this actually came after all the backlash. This wasn't the original plan. That doesn't mean I'm not excited, but I just want to be clear with how their intentions were, just, you know, so I'm not trying to glaze, right? But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'm really happy about this, really excited, also really excited for the stream. Can't wait to cover that for you guys. But that is going to be it from me. I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from. And as always, thank you so much for the constant support. Take care and have a good one.